Nicole, what's going on? Why are you at my house? Oh, Irene. Long time no see. I thought the doorbell was ringing nonstop, but it was you. You were deliberately ignoring me. No way. I was busy playing with my kids and couldn't get to the door. I'm just back from my parents' place, but can't open the door. I hear you and the kids going crazy inside. How dare you barge into my house and cause a ruckus? What are you thinking? It's my house, and I can do whatever I want. What are you talking about? This is my house. But you've been away for months. That means you don't need it anymore, right? So I decided to move in. Got a problem with that? You're out of your mind to do that just because I've been away. I was just staying with my parents until I delivered my baby. I wasn't home for just a couple of months. Wait, does that mean the baby's with you? Of course. I'm holding the newborn and carrying loads of luggage. Hurry up and open the door. Oh, well, even more reason not to let you in. What? Because with a small kid, the house gets dirty, you know. I just cleaned it yesterday. You can't bring a stinky baby into my house. God darn it, this is my house. Stop with the nonsense and let us in already. Nope. I've already brought my stuff inside. What do you mean? You see, I had a big fight with my husband and left with the kids. I wanted to rely on my mom, but she said to go back and talk it out with my husband. She wouldn't let me stay with her. So you tried to rely on me. How did you get in? Adam's been on an overseas assignment and your mom's the only one who has a spare key. I got it when I was at her house. What? You got the key from her? Nope. I borrowed it while she was in the bathroom. What the heck? So did you not only snatch the spare key but also change the lock? What you're doing is a crime. Don't go throwing around words like snatch and crime. It sounds bad. Anyway, wasn't this house bought by my brother? If it's his, it means it's also mine as his sister, right? What are you talking about? Never mind. This house is mine now. Pack up your stuff and get out with your baby. Fine, I'll leave then. Oh, why are you suddenly understanding? I'm done. Talking to you is a waste of time and I can't just wait outside with a baby. Yay! I'll gladly take this house then. I never really liked you, Irene. What? You seduced my little brother, and for some reason, even my mom seems to like you. I didn't seduce him. Anyway, I don't consider you part of the family. Just give up on this house and go back to your parents or something. I'm planning to break up your marriage eventually. Don't ever come back here. Honey, do you have time now?
Hey, hon. If I remember correctly, you're supposed to be back home today, right?
Right.
Sorry I couldn't pick you up. My assignment got extended.
No worries. Dad gave me a ride home. More importantly, I've got a problem right now.
Oh no. What's wrong?
Nicole has taken over our house.
What? Taken over?
I got home with my dad just a little while ago and heard her and her kids going crazy inside. She changed the lock and I can't get in. She's like, this is my house, so get out.
What the heck? Why is she there?
According to her, she had a big fight with her husband and left. Your mom wouldn't take her in, so she came to our place.
Oh, they don't get along. Mom has always had a hard time dealing with Nicole's whims. And after she got married, Mom even tried to keep her from coming home too often. So where are you now?
At your mom's place. She told me to come over when I called her, so I'm here with my dad and our son.
Oh, good. At least you didn't end up waiting outside. But what the heck's wrong with Nicole? How did she even get into the house?
She used the spare key we left with your mom.
What? Mom gave her the key?
No, she snatched it when your mom wasn't in the room. And then she even changed the lock on top of that. I asked your mom about it earlier, and she said she usually keeps it deep in a drawer because she rarely uses it.
Seriously, to find it in such a short time she was there, It's practically a theft.
I never imagined having our house taken over while I was away. Nicole's already brought her stuff there. What should we do now?
Sorry for the trouble. Let me try talking to her, so wait a bit.
Okay. Until she leaves the house, we'll be staying with your mom.
Got it.
Your mom's blaming herself for letting Nicole take the key.
She stole it, so she's messed up in the head to begin with.
Well, good luck talking to her.
Right. Later. Honey, I just spoke to Nicole.
Wow, you're fast.
Even though she's my sister, I'm seriously exasperated.
Oh no, what happened?
She's living in her own world. She thinks I'm on her side, claiming she kicked out the annoying wife for me. She plans for us to live together when I return.
Jeez.
Not only that, she started saying stuff like, "You've been cheating and the baby isn't mine."
That's insane.
I figured it's pointless to argue, so I just brushed it off.
I see. Well, she dislikes me, so she's making up all this nonsense to try to break us up.
There's no way I would believe anything she says, you know.
Hey, honey, I've got an idea.
Okay.
What if you keep pretending to be on her side?
For what?
Use the fact that she's trusting you to find out more about her situation and update me.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I'm thinking about something else.
Tell me.
It's a bit complicated. Can I explain it to you later over the phone?
Sure. Alright then, I'll keep in touch with Nicole and let you know what's going on.
Yeah, please do. Irene, hope you're having a pleasant night. Are you already asleep? You know, I was texting with Adam today, and I mentioned that you were cheating as a joke, and he totally bought it. I was just messing with him, you know. But he took it seriously, so I didn't correct him. Sorry if I've accidentally torn apart your marriage. Honestly, you're a nuisance to me. Now that I've got the head of your household on my side, it's game over for you. So, why don't you just take the baby and get a divorce already?
Hon, you good right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Just put Theo to sleep.
Guess what?
Tell me.
Nicole's planning a trip.
A trip?
According to her, once summer break starts, she's taking the kids on a 10-day trip to Myrtle Beach.
So?
Exactly. It's the perfect chance to execute the plan you were talking about.
Oh, great. Didn't expect it to happen so soon.
I'll fill you in on the exact details later.
Cool. Keep me posted.
Honey, looks like Nicole just left the house. Got a text saying she's in a taxi to the airport, so I think you're good to go.
Great. I'll contact the movers as planned.
Cool. Sorry for leaving everything to you. Being away, there's not much I can do.
No worries. Thanks to your info, it went all smoothly. Your mom's helping out too, so don't worry about it.
If anything comes up, let me know right away.
Sure, you take care too. Irene! Hey, what's going on here? Oh, Nicole, welcome back. Did you have a good trip to Myrtle Beach? How do you know I went there? I mean, whatever. Where's my house? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. My house is gone. Your house? Did you have one? It's the house you gave me. I just got here and it's gone. There's just an empty lot. What the heck? I had it demolished by a contractor. Demolished? What the heck are you doing? It was perfectly livable. You couldn't tell at a glance, but the structure was severely deteriorating. I was planning to live there a bit longer, but someone took over the house, so I had it demolished earlier than planned. You're kidding. I intend to build an apartment building on that land. It's a good location and I can generate rental income. Wait. Once construction starts, it'll be dangerous, so please stay away for a while. What do you think you're doing? Demolishing my house without my consent? Are you insane? It was my house, and I had the freedom to do what I wanted with it. Wrong! It was mine. Well, technically Adam's, but it was mine as his older sister. I guess it was supposed to be revenge for breaking up your marriage, but you messed up, huh? I'll sue you for damages. Don't you get it already? That wasn't Adam's house. What? Originally, my grandfather built it. When he retired and moved to the countryside, he handed it over to me. The property's in my name, and I pay property taxes and everything. No way. So it has always been mine. What the heck? Aren't your assets supposed to become your husband's when you get married? Not necessarily, you know. What should I do then? How do I explain this to Adam? He was supposed to divorce you and live with me in that house once he came back. No need to worry about that. Why not? We're not getting divorced. Yeah, right. He thinks you cheated on him. He believes the baby isn't his. I'm sorry for deceiving you until now. Huh? He knew everything from the start and has been on my side. No way. He doesn't believe any of those stories about the baby's father. No. He doesn't trust his own sister? In the first place, our son was born through fertility treatments due to my infertility issues. So the story of another man doesn't make sense. Then where am I supposed to go? Well, first, maybe back to your mom's. Oh no. After discussing it with her, she agreed to keep her belongings at her place. You spoke to Mom? Yes, be grateful to her. She agreed to accept you for my sake, even though she didn't want to live with a demanding and overbearing daughter. So I can live there? However, it's for a limited time. What? You're allowed to stay there for just a week. After that, she plans to kick you out without any hesitation. Yeah, right. She can't just kick me out with the kids. Yes, she's serious about it. Also, your husband contacted her. Oh no. So you were cheating on him, right? You lied about fighting and leaving the house. He found out about your affair and kicked you out. And he told you to leave without the kids, but you left with them anyway while he was at work. Because I thought I could get help from Mom if they were with me. You were trying to gain her sympathy, huh? But she didn't take us in. That didn't mean you could have taken over my house. You were way out of line. There was no other place to go, so what else could I do? Your husband's filing for a divorce. Divorce? What are you surprised about? You were cheating after all. But what about the kids? He intends to take custody. Absolutely not. He's too busy with work to handle parenting. His parents live nearby, so he might get support from them. I can't allow that. Usually mothers take custody of the kids after divorce, right? It's not always like that, you know. Someone who steals keys and takes over someone else's house, I doubt they can handle parenting properly. Wait a minute. So, I'll be all alone then? Aren't you planning a future with your boyfriend? Not exactly. He's also married. Yeah, it seems. I broke up with him as soon as my husband found out about the affair. He told me he had no intention of divorcing his wife. It's messed up. He was just playing with me. Your husband plans to claim child support from you. Child support? Well, obviously, you should receive a call from his lawyer soon. This is a joke. I've been a housewife. He knows I don't have that kind of money. I splurged on the trip too. That's not my concern. Well, then I have to go. Wait, Irene! Irene, what am I supposed to do? Hi, Irene. Are you free now? I want to talk to you about something. What's going on? I'm about to take Theo for a stroll. Please make it short. Oh, it's a disaster, you know. What do you mean? My husband's demanding alimony and child support. On top of that, I'm getting threats and harassment from my ex's wife. Well, what did you expect? Why? I've already broken up with him. But the fact remains that you were fooling around. Also, Mom said the deadline had passed and kicked me out of the house. I have no money and nowhere to go. What am I supposed to do from now on? How would I know? You have to find a job and get a place to live on your own. So, I have a favor to ask you. Can you let me stay with you for a while? Excuse me? You had your previous house demolished and moved somewhere else, right? Well, yeah, I'm currently living in a new apartment. Can you tell me the address then? Since Adam's still away, it should be okay for me to move in, right? No, thank you. Why not? We're family. Family? Don't kid yourself. I won't let a trash like you who took over my house and locked me out when I came back with a newborn baby call me family. What did you just call me? Is that all you wanted to talk about? I'll never tell you where I live, and never in a million years I'll let you move in here. Can you lend me some money then? What? My savings won't cover the alimony and child support. I've only been a homemaker, so finding a good paying job is difficult, you know. I'll pay you back later, so can you lend me like $50,000? I'll have to decline. How about $30,000 then? Please, Irene, you have a job, so you must have money, right? I have no intention of lending you even a single cent. Figure it out on your own. What's the matter with you all? Why do I have to go through all this pain by myself? It's your own fault, you know. Well then, bye. Hold on, Irene. Please don't leave me like this. Nicole and her husband finalized their divorce, and he successfully got custody of their kids. In the end, she ended up borrowing money to pay alimony and child support. Currently, she has a live-in job, working from morning till night. She's desperately trying to repay her debts. It seems that she has harbored a grudge against me since I married her brother. Perhaps that's why she took the drastic step of trying to take over my home. Occupying a house that was soon to be demolished was plain stupid. As for me, I'm peacefully living in our new apartment with my son. Adam is expected to return soon from his overseas assignment. From now on, we're looking forward to enjoying a happy life together as a family of 3. Good evening, Mary. We're having a family gathering at our house this coming Saturday. You're coming, right, Mary? Yes, of course. Dan and I will be there. But I'm telling you, you'd better dress properly. What? You're always so plain, aren't you, Mary? I'm sure you know that. Many of my relatives are business owners or rich people. I'm sure everyone craves something decent. This time, I'm going to order some caviar. If you show up poorly dressed, I'll be embarrassed. Please don't dress inappropriate like you always do. Of course, I'll be dressed appropriately. It's not just about what you wear. Be careful with what you bring and say. Don't be so obvious that you're poor. I think you have misunderstood something. I'm not poor. Don't lie to me. Ever since you came to greet me, you've always worn plain, cheap clothes. That's just because I like simple clothes. Dan is also so... He just got married so earlier than John, and with a poor woman who's way under his league. I'm not poor. Yeah, whatever. You just don't want to admit it. But you're still working, aren't you? Yes, I am. Why don't you stop working and become a full-time housewife? Dan works for a big company. You can live on his salary alone, right? But you just have to refuse to quit your job. I think it's because you grew up poor and you are uncomfortable unless you're working hard. I can live on Dan's salary alone. I work because I love my job. I want to save for when we have children in the future. Besides, if I quit my job, you would be in trouble too, right? Why's that? Why would I be in trouble? Your job has nothing to do with me. It has a lot to do with you. I mean, if you hate me so much, I'll skip the dinner party. What? You insisted that Dan and I attend. I was planning to go too, but if you're just going to complain me about being poor and unfit for Dan, I don't have to attend. No, Mary, you have to come too. Why is that? If my son and his wife don't come, I don't know what my relatives will say. Oh, by the way, you said this time it's your treat. Just to be sure, may I ask about the budget for the dinner party? Budget? Well, it's probably going to be around $4,000. What? That much? Why are you so surprised? Wait a minute. There will be a little more than 10 people there that day, right? That's right. Isn't 4,000 for 10 people way too much? We're ordering high-end caviar. It should cost around 4,000, right? 4,000 is... That means enough to pay the 2-month mortgage. Huh? Mortgage? It's a once-a-year dinner party, so I can understand why you're so excited about it. But if you can afford such an extravagance, shouldn't you first use the money to pay off the monthly mortgage? Don't you think your priorities are out of order?
Huh? Priorities? Why should I care about that?
Because it costs $1,500 every month to pay the mortgage on the house.
That's something you and Dan should take care of on your own. Please, don't rip me off.
I'm not. I'm only talking about the obvious.
Oh, well, if you're worried about the loan, why don't you save money?
Well...
Oh my God, it's no use talking to you. I told you I'd treat you to a delicious caviar dinner, but all you do is complain. Anyway, you must dress properly for the dinner party. Is that clear?
What? Wait a minute, Emmy. Caviar? Can't you cancel it now? Emmy.
Mary, about that dinner party we talked about the other day, I've changed my mind.
Ah, did you cancel the caviar? I'm glad. After all, $4,000 is too much.
What? What are you talking about? I decided to order not only caviar, but also a high-end Italian caterer.
Huh?
I thought some of my relatives might not like caviar.
So you mean the budget has increased?
Yes, the budget might be around $5,400. You are always complaining about caviar. It would be a hassle if you complained again on the day, so I thought I'd let you know ahead of time.
Emmy, are you sure you'll be okay?
Huh?
Taking advantage of the fact that Bob is in the hospital, you're spending money like Jeff Bezos. Are you sure you're going to be okay?
Wait, what do you mean? Are you telling me to be stingy and save money when it's a family gathering? Don't you think you're being rude to me?
I'm just saying that I'm concerned.
I haven't fallen so low that you have to worry about me.
But the mortgage...
What? Are you talking about that again? I told you the other day, that is something you and Dan should be able to handle.
I don't know. I don't think it's right to be extravagant while Bob is in the hospital. I'm still worried about spending $5,400.
Shouldn't you be worried about yourself?
Me?
You're not saying you don't remember me telling you this, are you?
I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't.
Huh?
I'm certain that we're not short on cash at the moment, but...
Well, what a person. I knew it. You're just wanting to rip me off.
You know what?
You're driving me crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy talking to you. Anyway, I'll pay for the dinner party, so you stay out of it. Bye.
Honey, you busy? Sorry if you're busy.
Oh, honey, I just finished work and I'm on my way home. What's up?
It's about the weekend dinner party.
Oh, you know the annual dinner with relatives? We're getting together at my parents' house this time too. What about it?
It looks like Emmy is covering all the expenses. Have you heard what the budget is for this dinner party?
What? No. I just heard she's ordering caviar, but with my dad in the condition he's in, I'm guessing it'll be reasonably priced caviar?
No, that's the thing. I heard she's going to spend $5,400 for the caviar plus a catering service from a high-end Italian restaurant.
$5,400? That's a lot of money.
I think so too. Many of your relatives are rich, so Emmy seems really into it.
Seriously? That's just trying to show off. I wonder if Mom knows her place.
I tried to remind her of the mortgage, but it doesn't seem to be working. She's upset? It's like she's upset with me.
I don't know.
I know it's a once-in-a-year dinner party and there's no need to be stingy with it, but we're also under a lot of pressure right now. And to spend all the money like this, it's just...
I agree. If she has the money to do such a thing, use it to pay off the mortgage first.
If it were possible, I would try to persuade her to spend less, but I don't think she'll listen to me.
Either way, we're running out of time. There must be cancellation fee, and we would have to apologize to the restaurant where we ordered the food. Besides, Mom always dotes on John. She never listens to me, and she's still complaining about the fact that I got married before him.
Well, I've been told that too. I don't agree with it, but I guess there's nothing we can do this time.
I know. Anyway, we are both going to the dinner that day, so let's keep an eye on her. I'll let Dad know how things going.
Right, that would be great.
Okay, I'm heading home now.
Okay, safe trip home.
Mary, are you already on your way?
Oh yes, Dan and I are on our way. We should be there in about 10 minutes.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. You need to go to another room after the dinner party starts.
What? Why?
Well, I asked you to come as a married couple for the sake of appearances, but caviar and Italian food are too good for you.
Yes?
It's for not knowing your place. You'll always be poor because you have to pay that monthly mortgage.
You're the one to say.
I'm saying it because I'm the only one who can say it. Because you were so vain and bought that mansion.
What are you talking about?
You have no money, but you forced yourself to get a mortgage, and yet you want me to save the budget for dinner parties and pay the mortgage for our own house. There's no limit to how brazen you can be.
Oh, that's how you interpreted it. No wonder we're not on the same page.
When the dinner party starts, quickly go to the next room. And when the time is right, pretend that something urgent has come up and go home alone. That way you can at least save your face.
Oh.
Well, I'd feel bad if you had nothing to eat. You can at least have instant ramen.
Instant ramen?
Well, beggars can't be choosers, you know. You're so shabby, so after you eat your instant ramen, just go home.
Okay. Well then, neither Dan nor I will be attending today's dinner party.
Huh? What are you talking about? You'll be arriving here soon, right?
You don't want me to attend the dinner party, right? I'm going to turn around and go home now.
Then why don't you go home alone, Mary? Only Dan should attend.
When I told him what you said to me earlier, Dan doesn't feel like going to the dinner anymore.
Then you can both skip it. I'd be better off without Dan and you.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I'll stop paying the mortgage on the house.
What?
I won't be paying $1,500 a month from now on.
Oh dear, I don't know what you think you're doing, but you and Dan are the ones who will suffer, aren't you?
You'll see who gets in trouble later.
You're just full of nonsense like that. I'll enjoy the caviar and Italian food. You guys can do whatever you want. Mary! Hey, please pick up the phone.
Good evening, Emmy. What's wrong?
I'm in trouble.
What is?
It's the monthly mortgage.
Oh.
Is it true that you're paying for my house, not the mansion you live in with Dan?
That's right. Who told you that?
From all my relatives who were at the dinner party.
I see.
My relatives asked me why Dan and Mary weren't there, so I told them that you were trying to make me pay the mortgage on your house. Then all my relatives said, it's the opposite. I just thought that it was a bad joke. But then I got a call from the bank saying that I hadn't paid this month's mortgage due to insufficient balance in my account. I didn't think it was true.
Yes, I have been transferring $1,500 each month to Bob's account for mortgage.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier? You embarrassed me in front of my relatives.
I told you at the family meeting.
Huh?
Bob had to be hospitalized suddenly and he had to take a leave of absence from work. He might not be able to pay the mortgage during that time because the treatment is going to cost a lot of money. So since I earn more than Dan, I am responsible for the monthly payment of $1,500 for the time being.
I can't believe that you are making more money than Dan. No, that's not the point. What about the mansion? Bob was hospitalized at the same time when you and Dan moved into the mansion. That's why I thought the mortgage was for the mansion.
The house was given to me by my grandfather.
Huh? Your grandfather?
I'm sure I told you that. That house was originally my grandparents'. They were getting old and it was getting too much for them to manage, so they decided to move into a small bungalow. Right around that time, Bob was hospitalized and I had to pay the mortgage. My grandfather, who was worried about our life, asked us if we would like to move into the house they lived in.
So that's what happened.
Bob suggested that I move in with you. That way, it would make more sense for me to pay the mortgage. But you were so strongly against it. So we decided to live in my grandfather's house while paying only the mortgage on your house.
Are you telling the truth?
John is still single, but you said you only want to live with him and his wife in the future and refused to live with us, didn't you?
Oh, is that right?
Don't play dumb with me. Well, now, I'm glad we didn't move in together.
Oh.
You really don't remember anything, do you, Emmy? Bob, you, John, Dan, and I. We had a family meeting, right? That's when we talked.
Well,
I think you were half asleep, weren't you? You only leaned forward when we were talking about something that involved you. When Bob asked you to go to work to support the family finances, you protested that as a full-time housewife, there was no way you could find a job. When I asked you to live with me, you said,
I don't want to live with Dan and you.
We couldn't come to an agreement, and in the end, I had to compromise a lot. But I didn't think that you had refused to live with me because you didn't understand what I was talking about.
I didn't realize that was the story.
Well, Bob told me I don't have to pay the mortgage anymore.
What?
He has decided to sell the house.
What? He's giving up the house?
You both can't pay the mortgage, so he has no choice but to let it go. Bob doesn't want to give up the home he bought. But to the point, to get both Dan and I involved is ridiculous. After hearing about how much money you were spending and how you were treating me, he decided that it was no longer a good idea. He also promised to pay back the mortgage that I had paid until now.
Oh no. What am I supposed to do now? If he sells the house, I will have no place to live.
I'm sure that's true.
Don't say I'm sure like it's someone else's problem. I am your in-law.
No, Emmy. You made me pay the mortgage on your own house. I can't consider someone who makes me pay their own mortgage and then calls me poor to be my in-law.
I didn't know you were paying my mortgage. It's not my fault.
It's not that you didn't know. It's just that you didn't listen to me.
I'm sorry I called you poor. So please convince Bob not to sell the house.
You can tell that directly to Bob.
Well,
Bob will be discharged soon, right? I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about then. Please ask him about the future.
Mary?
I have nothing more to say, so if you'll excuse me.
Well then.
So long, Emmy. Bob finished his treatment and was safely discharged from the hospital. Then we had another discussion at my in-laws' house. Although Emmy was strongly opposed to the idea, it was agreed that my in-laws' house would be sold. After that, Bob scolded Emmy for spending $5,400 at a dinner party. Furthermore, Bob and John were very hard on her for continuously verbally abusing me despite the fact that I was paying the mortgage. Emmy cried and pleaded for forgiveness, but Bob's anger did not abate. Finally, they got divorced. After being evicted from that house, she rented a small apartment and started living alone. She was planning to move in with John when he got married. But to her surprise, John got married to a foreigner and went abroad. Emmy, who is now completely alone, is living a life of poverty and draining what little money she has left from her share of the property. Bob, on the other hand, lives with Dan and I in the house given to me by my grandfather. Dan and I are busy working together, but Bob actively takes care of the house, which has been very helpful to us. I would like to continue to live with my family on good terms.
Hi, Mandy. About tomorrow, I don't think I can make it.
What? Why?
The plane didn't fly because of the heavy snow. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to go to Disneyland with the kids.
Well,
depending on the weather, I think we'll have to stay in Montana for at least 3 more days.
3 more days?
Yeah, I want to go home as soon as possible, but if the plane doesn't fly, there's nothing I can do.
I see. I was looking forward to it, and so were the kids, but
I'm really sorry.
we can't control the weather.
It's really bad luck to have heavy snow at such an important time. It was supposed to be our first family vacation in a while. I hate to go on a business trip at such a time of year. Our kids are still small, and it's hard to leave you.
Don't worry, your mother is here.
What? My mother?
Yes, she was expecting the plane to stop flying because of the heavy snow. She said she'd keep her schedule open in case you couldn't come.
I see. That's great. But are you comfortable with my mom being there?
I'm good. Your mother and I are good friends.
Good friends? That's new news to me.
You didn't know? Your mother and I drink tea together all the time. We get along.
I see. Well, it's nice that you get along with her.
So don't worry about us. Good luck with your work.
Oh, okay. I'll try to get home as soon as I can.
I got messages from Kevin. He said he couldn't go to Disneyland because of the heavy snow. He said he'll stay in Montana for 3 more days.
What a stupid son. He never went to Montana.
No company would let him go all the way to Montana on a business trip when there's a forecast of heavy snow.
He can't even think of such a thing.
I pretended I was fooled and did it.
You did well, Mandy.
I almost snapped, though.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry my son was such an idiot. I shouldn't have raised him the way I did.
It's okay. Thanks to you, I learned about my husband's betrayal. And I'm actually really looking forward to going to Disney with you.
Me too.
It's fun to be with you. And the kids love you too. Kevin doesn't take care of the kids much anyway, even if we go together.
He puts all the responsibility on you. He's a real pain. He goes out by himself even on your days off, right?
That's right. If it weren't for your help, I might have gone crazy. I really appreciate your help.
It's okay. It's impossible to watch 2 small children by yourself all the time. I wish Kevin was more aware of his fatherhood, but I don't know.
I don't mean to be rude, but I can't believe Kevin is your son.
I don't want to think of him as my son either.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, I'll take care of you too. I hope Kevin will understand what he has done. I'm going to make him regret it.
Kevin, are you okay with the snow there?
Yes, it's fine. It's better than yesterday.
Where are you now?
I'm at a hotel. I'll have dinner now.
Is it safe to go out in the snow?
What? Well, I'm sure it's fine near the hotel.
What are you planning to eat today?
I'm thinking of going to have some Thai food.
Is there a good Thai place there?
That's right.
Who are you going to eat with?
No, with a colleague from work.
I see.
Mandy, I'm sorry. I couldn't keep my promise to the kids. I'll make it up to you someday. Have fun at Disneyland with Mom.
Okay. You have a good time at Disney with your date. Have fun.
What? Disney? What? What are you talking about? I'm in Montana.
Montana? Don't lie. You're at a hotel near Disneyland with your lover, right?
What? I don't get it. I told you I'm in Montana on a business trip.
I'm standing next to you right now.
What?
What a coincidence. We ended up in the hotel room next to each other.
Wait.
Surprised? I can't believe I'm staying in the same hotel. Of course, I'm staying with my kids and my mother-in-law.
Oh my God.
You told me you were on a business trip to Montana. You canceled Disney with your family. And you are having a date at Disney with your girlfriend?
How did you know?
Oh, so you admit to cheating with her. I'm going to involve your mom here.
What? Why my mother? Hey, why is mom in the group message? Why?
What the hell are you doing, son?
Hey, what's up, mom?
Shut up, you lying prick. Maybe you can slow down, Mom. He's your son after all. I've been watching your behavior. I can't believe I raised a guy like you. You betrayed Mandy and my grandchildren.
Mom?
I've known for a long time that you were having an affair.
How did you?
I saw you dating a woman
Where?
at a barbecue restaurant about 3 months ago. I saw you and a young woman sitting at the counter together.
I didn't notice. Mom, you're too old to be having barbecue by yourself.
Do you think older adults shouldn't eat meat?
I didn't mean that way.
Barbecue is the source of my energy. I need energy to take care of my grandchildren. Well, in your case, barbecue would get you energized. I'm sure you've been doing this and that with young women.
Don't talk like that.
My son is pathetic. He has a nice wife and cute kids, but he's looking for other opportunities.
Come on, Mom.
She knows you're married, right?
Yes, but...
Then she's just as bad as you are.
Well...
Yup, she is. She's an irredeemable piece of scum.
Huh?
Thank you, Mom. You said everything I wanted to say.
That's terrible.
What? I'm going easy on you, right, Mandy? I really want to go into your room with a bucket full of water and pour it on Kevin's head. But water would be too boring, wouldn't it? Maybe ink would be better? Or a bucket full of slime? That's my mom. Let's just pour gooey slime all over him while he and his girl are making out.
That's enough. Why are you here? We were supposed to stay in a different hotel. We planned our family trip to Disney together.
Such an idiot.
What?
When I came upon you cheating on Mandy at the barbecue restaurant, I was listening in on your conversation.
What? You were?
I could hear everything because you were talking so loudly and excitedly.
I don't remember being that loud.
I think you guys were both drunk. I was surprised. You were talking about going to Disney. And it was the same day as the day we were going with my grandkids.
I had no choice. That was the only day I could be off.
That means you put your affair partner before your family, right? Listening to your conversation, I felt sick in my gut. When she asked you if Mandy was mad at you, you smiled and said, "I'll tell her I'm going on a business trip and she'll be fine." I heard the name of the hotel you were staying at. Then I told Mandy, and I asked Mandy to book the same hotel as yours.
Oh, man. I thought she didn't know. I had no idea you were behind it.
Don't underestimate the power of old people. Thanks to your mother, I don't have to be fooled. I was shocked when I found out about this, though.
So, when I told you I was going on a business trip...
I sent you off, knowing it was a lie.
Seriously?
So, I'm going to storm into your room now.
What? Don't tell me you're going to spray slime on me.
No, you idiot, I'm not. I'm just going to say hello to your friend. You know, talk about alimony and stuff. Since you're right next to me, it would be faster to talk to her in person, wouldn't it?
No, wait. That's a little...
You don't like it? If you don't want me to do that, you have to break up with her right now.
Huh? Right here? Right now?
Of course. Your wife found out you've been cheating, and you're still going to enjoy your Disney date?
No, but I took a vacation and came all the way here. I don't want to break up with her.
I see. Then I guess I'll go to your room after all.
What?
If you want, we can enjoy Disney together. It's more fun with a lot of people.
It's not fun.
Do you want to wear matching Mickey's ears? I don't think Kevin would like that. He'd prefer to wear it with his favorite girlfriend. You're right.
Don't get too excited. Oh, I'm so unlucky.
What should you do? Talk about breaking up with her? Or do you want to have a long talk? Do you want to get divorced and be stuck in alimony hell and not even see your kids?
You threatening me?
Nope. But if we get divorced, of course, I'm going to charge you a ton of money for the alimony.
We'll break up later, so give me a break now.
I don't trust you. Of course you won't.
If I break up with her now, I won't be blamed.
That depends on how sorry you are. Come on, just break up with her. Mandy and I are ready to go to your place.
No, I still can't do it.
Huh?
I was really looking forward to our date. She'll be sad if I suddenly ask her to break up.
So you don't mind if I make her sad? Mandy was shocked by your betrayal. She's very depressed.
It doesn't look like it on the message, but...
Her husband cheated on her. Of course she's emotionally distressed.
Really? Mandy and you have been teasing me.
Because we don't know what else we could do.
What?
Do you really think we're having fun? When we decided to go to Disney, I was really happy. I thought going to Disney would encourage me to do my best in housework and childcare. But when your mom told me about your affair, and I learned you betrayed our family by going to Disney with her, do you know how shocked I was?
That's... sorry.
Do you think you can apologize and be forgiven? I can never forgive you for putting me through all this pain. That woman and you, I have to make you guys suffer the pain of losing.
But, I don't have to say goodbye to her here and now.
Then, where are you going to go? Tomorrow at the park?
I'd hate it even more.
You have always been a handful. Now do as your mother says and tell her.
What the hell?
It's okay. I've thought of a line to break up without causing her any grief.
Huh?
Okay. Now you are going to say, "You're a greedy, trashy woman who messes around with married men. You're the kind of woman who should be with a loser. You're not good enough to go to Disney. Go back to your dirty room, watch your stupid movies, and go to bed."
Huh? How can you say that?
I'll go to your room and tell her in person, okay?
Of course not.
Maybe I should be the one to go in there. I'm his wife. And a bucket full of slime.
That's enough. You guys are messing with me after all.
I don't want to disturb the other guests or the hotel. I'm just trying to keep this from getting ugly. That's right. Unless you want to get slime all over your room. If you don't want to get covered in slime in your room.
How can I say such a horrible thing?
So, do you know where she lives and where she works?
I do. Why?
For alimony, of course.
There's no way she can pay it. She's a regular office worker.
She can't pay because she's a regular office worker? Do you really think that kind of logic will work in society?
But...
Oh, God, I'm so frustrated. Hurry up and tell her what I just said. Don't miss a single word.
No, I can't.
You want us to get involved?
All right, I'll say it. What are you going to do about it? She got mad and left.
What? Did you really say that? You're too stupid to say it for real. You're the worst kind of man.
What? You told me to say it.
But look, just like your mother said, she left you right away.
What the hell is this? But this is all right? Can I go to your room too? I'm really hungry now. Buy me dinner as an apology, okay?
Huh? Huh?
Huh?
How can you say something like that?
What?
What do you mean, what? Who said anything about back to normal?
I mean, you said a lot of things earlier. If I don't do what you say, you'll get your alimony and I'll not see my kids.
I made no promises, and I don't want a father like you.
Then why did you make me break up with her?
Because I couldn't allow you to be happy. Isn't that obvious? You made me so angry.
You can't raise a child by yourself, can you? It costs a lot of money.
Don't worry about that. I'm keeping your father's insurance money untouched.
Insurance money? That's just a small amount.
With $500,000, I can at least send my grandchildren to college.
What? That much? What about my share?
You don't have it. I'm the beneficiary.
Even though I'm his son?
I'll use it all for my grandchildren.
Oh no.
Mom, I appreciate it, but I can't totally rely on you. Dad left money for you. I'll be fine on my own. What are you talking about? I made a huge mistake. My son grew up to be such a spoiled man. I can't stand that you and my grandchildren have to suffer because of him. I'm his mother. I'll take responsibility. I'm glad you feel that way, but I'll be fine. You have to earn your own living expenses. You buy the toys and books. But if you live in my house, you don't have to pay rent and you don't have to pay for food. I will only pay for my grandchildren's education. I might buy clothes for them sometimes, though. As long as I can be a grandmother and take care of my grandchildren, that's fine too, right? I love you, Mom. So don't worry about anything in the future. Isn't it fun to live together? I'm just excited.
What am I going to do now?
What? Why don't you just go to Disney by yourself?
I broke up with my girlfriend.
So what?
I thought you'd forgive me if I broke up with her.
I told you before, I don't need a father like you.
Well,
I'm going to charge you alimony and child support, so please keep working hard.
you're kidding.
I'm not.
My mom would pay for our kids' education.
Do you think you can afford college and a few hundred a month in child support? You are such an idiot.
You're a jerk.
Well then, we're going to have an early dinner to get ready for Disney tomorrow. Bye. You go do stargazing or whatever you want to do.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were in Montana.
You... Hey, can I join you guys?
Why?
It's too lonely for an old man to go to Disney by himself.
Well, I heard there are men who go to Disney alone now. You shouldn't be embarrassed at all.
But...
If you don't like it, go home. I don't want to see your face.
But the kids want to see me, right?
Not at all. You're the one who's always pushing me to take care of the kids. You're the kind of scum who lies to your kids and goes to Disneyland with a girl. No one would consider him a father.
Oh no.
See you later.
Hey. Mandy?
After this, I thought my husband would come to our room, but he stayed in his room overnight. The next day, he went home alone instead of going to Disney. I enjoyed Disney with my mother-in-law and children. My mother-in-law is very good with children, so I enjoyed Disney so much. I felt much better with her than with Kevin. My husband was a lousy man, but I'm very glad that I met the best mother-in-law. I heard that Kevin desperately tried to get back with his girlfriend, but he was dumped. He has been begging me to let him see his children, but I will never let him see them because it would be a bad influence on them. I will continue to do my best to raise my children with the support of my mother-in-law.
Hey, sweetie. It rained there today, didn't it? Don't get cold. Hey, Mom. You don't have to worry this much. I'm not a child anymore, okay? I can't help it. You're my precious daughter. And as a mother, it's normal to worry about you. Since you got married, our home feels empty. We miss you, honey. I miss you too. Actually, I'm planning to visit there next weekend with Simon. So I will see you soon. Oh, is that so? That's wonderful. I can't wait to see you. Dad and I will pick you up at the station. Oh, about that, Simon said he would drive us there. So you don't have to pick us up. I will see you at the house. What? Are you okay with car sickness? I know you get car sick easily, just like me. Yeah, don't worry about it. Simon says I should just take medicine and nap while he's driving. I see. Please be careful, okay? Yeah, we will. So, we are thinking where we could park the car when we arrive. Oh, in that case, I'll call my neighbor and ask him to let us leave it in his vacant lot. Thanks, Mom. I'll let Simon know too. Give my regards to Simon. Sure, Mom. Anyway, I should probably get a driver's license soon, right? I feel a little bad letting him drive all the time. It'll be easier to do the everyday shopping too. Yeah, it'll be more convenient if you get a driver's license. Your father always says that even people prone to motion sickness are okay when they drive themselves. Oh yeah, I remember when I was a kid. He always told me to get a driver's license in the future. But why didn't you get your license too? Oh, I can't drive. I'm too scared to move a big piece of steel like that. A big piece of steel, huh? Yeah, isn't it? I guess you're right. Well, I gotta go now. I can't wait to see you. I'll be waiting for you with your favorite dishes, honey. Hi, sweetie. You were supposed to come here today, right? You told me you would be here by 3 p.m. Are you almost here? Hey, Megan. Are you sleeping in a car by any chance? If you see this, please call me, okay? I'm starting to get worried. I guess I will message Simon too. Hey, Simon. Where are you guys? I know you are driving, but I hope you can give me a reply. Hi, Clara. Thank God you replied. Are you driving now? Nope. What's wrong? I tried contacting Megan, but she's not replying. I was wondering where you guys are now. What? She's not replying? Yeah. Is she okay? I dropped her off at the station today, and we haven't talked after. At the station? You're not with her? Aren't you driving here? She told me she would visit us with you. Yeah, that was the plan, but I've got some urgent business. So I asked her to take the train instead. I thought she already told you about it. I'm sorry I didn't update you. Oh, I see. Don't worry about it. but I'm worried that she hasn't arrived yet. Do you think something happened on the train? I'm really worried too, but I'm sure she's fine. I hope so. Maybe she got confused during the transfer or got lost. Hey, Claire, she's not a child anymore. I'm sure she's fine. I guess so. She said the same thing to me the other day. Oh yeah? I don't think you need to worry too much. You're right. I'll wait a little longer. If Megan contacts you, just give me a heads up. If I hear from her first, I'll do the same for you. Okay? Hey, Simon! We found Megan! She had an accident and was taken to the hospital in Westgate City. We are on our way there right away. But we still don't know why she ended up in Westgate City. It's quite far from her home, right? It's about 100 miles away. Anyway, we're trying our best to get there as soon as possible. Simon, if you see this message, please come as soon as possible, too. Mom, I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. Megan? You're heading this way now, right? Yeah, I'm with your father, too. Is it true that you were rushed to the hospital? Are you okay? Mom, calm down. I'm fine. I'm conscious, and although I'm injured, I'm okay. My poor baby! But I'm still worried about you. How bad are your injuries? I was hit by a car and ended up with a broken leg. I'll need to stay in the hospital for a while. But the driver who caused the accident remained calm and took responsibility. He apologized to me many times, so please don't raise your voice when you talk to them. I know you're worried, but try to stay calm. Don't get angry in the hospital room, okay? Okay. Anyway, I'm just glad you're safe. But what on earth happened? You were supposed to visit us today, but you had an accident in Everwood Town in Westgate City. About that, I was pushed by Simon and left on the roadside. What? Simon left you on the roadside? What the heck happened? Is that really true? I'll tell you the details when you get here. I'm starting to feel the pain again. Can I rest for now? Oh, sweetie, you should take it easy. We'll be there soon, okay? Okay, Mom. Take care on your way here. Hey, Anne. I'm heading over there now. I'll probably arrive in about 30 minutes. I've also booked a luxury suite for us. I'm sure you'll love it. I can't wait to spend a romantic night with you. We don't have to worry about my wife anymore, baby. I dropped off Megan on the roadside because I don't need her anymore. It seems like she had an accident, but I don't care. She deserves it. I took away her money, so I think she won't make it home. Tonight, we are gonna spend some time alone, just the two of us, without anyone bothering us. I will never forgive you. What? Megan? Oh no, did I send it to Megan by mistake? No, wait a minute. How can you reply to me? There's no way you could reply. Megan? Say something. Wait, is this some kind of paranormal activity? Are you dead or something? But Claire only said you had an accident. Wait, you didn't survive and you're texting me as a ghost? No, that can't be it. Simon? Hey, Claire. Megan passed away, didn't she? What? Hold on, don't say stuff like that. We called you so many times, but we haven't heard from you. What happened? What? Oh, I'm sorry. My phone got soaked in the water, so I had to turn it off to dry it out. So, did you hear from Megan? How dare you? What? You're with your side chick right now, right? You just lied and canceled that plan just to see that woman, right? What? Megan easily gets motion sickness, so she takes pills and sleeps as soon as she gets in the car. You took advantage of it. While heading to Westgate City, you woke her up and left her in the middle of nowhere. And then you picked up your side chick. Damn it, I don't know how you found out, but I guess I can't lie anymore. I messed up. So, you admit what you did. Well, yeah. She was making my life miserable, so I dumped her 100 miles down the road. It seems like you found out sooner than I thought. But I took all her money, so she has to walk all the way back home. Good luck to her. I won't forgive you. Oh, shut up, old lady. Excuse me? Based on your reaction, you haven't seen the messages yesterday. Yesterday? We are with Megan already. What? How? I made sure that she couldn't communicate with anyone. What you broke was her old phone. It was fortunate that you didn't notice. What? She told me that she upgraded to a new model just the other day, and she currently has 2 phones. Did I break that old one? Yes. Anyway, when you received the message from Megan last night, didn't you find it strange? Well, when we heard from Megan, we rushed over. She also showed us that message that you mistakenly sent to Megan intended for your side chick. Now we all know that your side chick's name is Anne. I'm not gonna lie, you really jumped to think that a ghost could send a message. It made me laugh. Dan, you've got to be kidding me. But how did you find out so fast? Seems like you still don't get it. Just go check out the messages I sent you yesterday. We'll talk after that. Everwood Town in Westgate City. I can't believe she got into an accident there. I thought it was too soon to find out, but that's how it is. It's your hometown, right? Anne was your high school classmate, correct? Now that I think about it, you brought up a reunion a few months back. Did you begin seeing her around that period? Yeah, that's right. I just wanted to be with her. So, you only care about her instead of your wife. I can't believe you. To be honest, I don't love your daughter anymore, so it can't be helped. Even so, dumping someone on the road? That's not something a decent person would do. Okay, whatever. Sorry. Do you genuinely feel sorry about what you did? Yeah, I already apologized. So now, I'm ready to move on from all of this. Anne and I love each other, so I'll just start a new life with her. Do you really think you can do that? Why not? You only know her name. You don't even know where I am right now. No one can stop us. What if I told you I know where you are? What? You are at Velvet Orchard Inn near Central Town. What? How? Apparently, you didn't notice the item tracker in the bag you took from Megan. Item tracker? In my family, We have a habit of bringing an item tracker when we go away from home to prevent it from being misplaced or stolen. Originally, it started because Megan used to get lost or lose her things. I guess she continued this habit even as an adult. I've been told we are overly protective, but this time I'm glad Megan maintained that habit. Damn it! Oh, also, that hotel is managed by my relatives. What? So, I'm heading to your room now. No way! No! Your parents are with me too. Both my parents? You don't have to go that far. Well, I had to call them. I was very, very worried when I sent Megan off to be married. She used to laugh at me for being too overprotective. But your parents were very understanding of my feelings. They told me to feel free to call them if I had any problems with you. I never thought it would come to this, but here we are. I told them what had happened, and they said they would be right there. What? You're kidding! By the way, the messages that you mistakenly sent to Megan, I took screenshots and sent them to your parents. So there's no point in lying. Hey, Clara! Thanks to you, I'm now constantly under my dad's watchful eye. I was planning to run away together with Anne. But my parents told me not to contact her, and I can't even meet her anymore. It's really the worst. Don't you realize what you've done? Shut up! All you want is alimony, right? Sure, I'll pay up. After all, Anne's father is the president of a well-known company. A few $1,000s is nothing for him. He'll easily cover my part. Then, once that's settled, the two of us free from any worries. We will get married and start a new life together in love. Good for you. I heard she was your classmate from her lower batch. Yeah, you know what? She comes from a prestigious family. She has a certain class, unlike your daughter. I heard that's a lie. What? A lie? After we found out about your affair, we looked into Anne's background. Her father is a factory worker, and her mother is a part-timer. It seems like they've had financial struggles. What? No way! But she always had a lot of money. If you knew what she's doing now, you'd understand. What do you mean? Well, it's a bit awkward to put into words. What I'm trying to say is that she's in a situation where she has to take on that kind of work due to debt. Debt? So, I guess you'll have to figure out the alimony on your own. Wait a minute. I don't have that much money. You mean you used up all your money after spoiling your side chick? Claire, please forgive me. I'm not the one you should be apologizing. Either way, Megan doesn't seem to have any intention of forgiving you. And neither do I or her father. I know it's not good to be too overprotective of my daughter. But if she faces injustice, a mother has to stand up for her until the end. Hey, Claire! From now on, wait for a lawyer to contact you. Claire, wait! Well then, goodbye, scumbag. His wrongs and texts became the decisive factor. We were able to demand alimony total of $50,000 from Simon and Anne. Anne paid the entire alimony in one go. Perhaps she took on extra work or borrowed money. After the payment, she vanished without a trace. I guess she had no intention of marrying Simon in the end. Abandoned by Anne, Simon had no choice but to work hard and decided to repay the debt. With low pay and no savings, he has been living in extreme poverty. Additionally, without his knowledge, he became the guarantor for her debt, and debt collectors suddenly swarmed in. He attempted to plan an escape, but his parents found him and brought him back. Currently, he's working day and night, living in a dorm, dealing with a toxic boss, and regretting all his actions every day.
Mary, I saw your note. What does this mean?
It means exactly what it says. I wrote it in a way that even a kindergartner could understand.
I can read. But are you serious? I do all the laundry, clean the house, cook, go groceries, wash the windows. I also wash the car, pick you up, and drop you off. Am I supposed to do all that?
Of course. I've got a lot of housework because you've been away.
I have a baby. I was in the hospital until this morning because I wasn't feeling well.
It's obvious you've been faking your sickness. Your morning sickness is long gone. Don't be silly. I'm punishing you for that. You're going to be a mother and I won't tolerate any laxity.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I still can't. I've been discharged from the hospital, but I've been told to rest for a while, and it was a bad idea to take the bus from the hospital to home. I need to lie down and rest.
You are being lazy. You can't even take care of the house. Do what you have to do. Don't you dare talk to me like this again.
I'm sorry, but I need to rest. It's so hard for me to get up.
If you weren't pregnant, I'd kick you right out. Oh, I'm so frustrated. Get out of my house as soon as you have the baby.
Please, don't talk to me like that. You've always been so kind. What's going on? You've changed all of a sudden.
I'm only being nice to you in front of Alan and John. The truth is, I hate you. Just talking to you irritates me.
What?
How can I like a woman who grew up in an orphanage? There's no way I could accept you.
I didn't know.
I wish I never brought you into my home. I regret it so much.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize how much you hated me. I'll do my best from now on so that you'll like me.
That's not going to happen. I don't want to see your face or hear your voice. That's why I rushed out of the door when I heard that you were coming home. You just make it worse, so don't even try.
But I don't want to stay like this. What should I do?
After you have a child, leave this house immediately.
Yes?
Until then, I have no choice but to let you stay. If you disobey my order, I'll kick you out immediately. I want you to finish all your chores before I go home. Do not step out of your room during the day and do not show your face in front of me. You're not even allowed to come to the living room, bathroom, or toilet.
That's impossible.
Then leave, now.
I don't know what to say.
Go back to your parents' house. Oh, that's right, sorry. You were abandoned by your parents and raised in an orphanage. I didn't want to remind myself about that, so it slipped my mind. If you don't have a home to go back to, then go back to your orphanage for a while.
That's not possible. The facility has a rule that you have to leave when you turn 18, and they can't take care of me after that. John told me to live with you guys. I don't want to leave here.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're trying to get my husband as well? You're a cunning woman.
I don't know you hated me so much.
I'd hate for my beautiful granddaughter to be like you. When she's born, I'll just take the child away and kick you out of the house.
You won't go that far, will you?
I'm serious. No matter what my husband and son say, I will kick you out of my house. Go live on the street. You're so wrong if you think you could be part of my family.
I have a bad headache. I need to go.
Faking again. You're trying to escape from something inconvenient. That's why you're an abandoned child.
I'm sorry. Please, stop it.
You money-grubbing goofball wife. I'll kick you out for sure.
My name is Noah.
I am 26 years old. I live with my husband, who is 3 years older than me, and my husband's parents, who are 55. I am 8 months pregnant, and we just found out it's a girl. We're all looking forward to the birth of our baby. My parents abandoned me when I was a baby. I grew up in an orphanage. I have never known a family in my life. As soon as I got married, I was blessed with a family, and I was so happy. I treated my in-laws as if they were my real parents. My father-in-law enjoys traveling and always buys me gifts. When we go shopping together, he always helps me with my luggage. My mother-in-law is a street disciplinarian. I am puzzled by the unexpected messages because she is usually very kind to me. I'm pregnant, so I'm very tired. I thought it was just a normal part of pregnancy, but the symptoms became stronger day by day and I started to lose my appetite. I went to see a doctor and was admitted to the hospital. I stayed for about a week and left because I was feeling better. When I got back home, I felt so tired that I collapsed on the sofa.
Are you a member of Noah Smith's family? I'm calling from the hospital.
What? I'm the mother-in-law.
Noah has been in an accident and is being taken to this hospital. She and her baby are in critical condition and we're going to perform an emergency surgery. In the event of an emergency, please choose whether we want to save Noah or her baby.
The baby, of course. I don't care about Noah. You must save my grandchild. This is the will of my husband and son.
Okay. Could I have Noah's husband's contact information?
Don't worry, I'll contact him myself. You save my grandchild. I don't care what happens to Noah. Of course, you must keep the baby in good health. Do not make my grandchild a disabled person.
We'll do our best. Have a good day.
Mom, where are you now? Noah is?
Oh, yes, Noah. She had a big accident, right?
That's right. I'm at the hospital. Come here as soon as you can.
I don't know if that's necessary. I'm just enjoying dinner. You're exaggerating about the accident, aren't you? She always overreacts and fakes her illness. Maybe she couldn't get out of her lazy habits from the hospital stay and thought she wanted to be hospitalized again?
Noah passed away just a few minutes ago.
What? Oh my god, she passed away? That's...
What do you mean? Noah passed away.
I'm not happy about it. I'm very sad.
That's enough, Mom. No more lies.
I didn't lie.
Then why didn't you call me right away? Why? According to the hospital staff, you were the first one they called. You told them you would tell me and that everything would be fine. I'm glad that the hospital staff contacted me anyway. If they hadn't, I wouldn't have been here for her last breath.
I thought the whole accident thing was overblown. I didn't want to interrupt you with something small, you know? I didn't expect her to pass away.
You've been disturbed by her for a long time, haven't you?
What?
I've got all the messages you sent to Noah. What the hell is this? You acted like a good mom in front of me. I despise you for being such a bad in-law. I'm shocked you said such horrible things. I can't accept this.
Oh, you know what? It was a misunderstanding. I just misspoke.
I don't want to hear your excuses. Noah couldn't tell me, and yet I could notice. I'm so ashamed of myself.
Listen to me for a moment. I wanted Noah to be a good wife for you. I was just trying to be hard on her with my heart.
I don't think so. You are such a horrible person. I can't believe you said all these heartless things. Noah must have been sad and wistful, too. She was verbally abused when she was in the midst of a difficult pregnancy.
It's her fault for not taking care of herself. I was just a little harsh.
Just a little? How can you be so calm after hurting Noah like this? You're a demon or a devil.
You don't have to go that far.
You gotta be kidding me. I didn't want to say this because it hasn't been confirmed yet, but you didn't just verbally abuse Noah, did you? You were the cause of the accident.
What? What? What are you talking about?
Noah was involved in a collision with a drunk driver. The car was driving all over the road. Other people around noticed that something was wrong, but Noah didn't. She seemed dazed and dizzy and didn't seem to notice the car that was coming toward her. An eyewitness to the accident testified. The doctor is checking on her right now, but we could tell from the smell of her clothes. Mom, you sprayed some pesticides when Noah was discharged from the hospital. It's powerful and dangerous to humans if inhaled. Noah was fine when she left the hospital, but when she came home, she suddenly got sick. She must have felt something was wrong and left the house, and that's where she unfortunately got into the accident.
Sure. I did spray some pesticides. So what? If it was bad enough to be in the house, why not just wait in the yard? It's Noah's fault to walk to the busy street.
This is my guess. I think she was trying to get my help. The intersection where the accident happened was in the direction of my office. She must have thought that you could really kill her.
That's rude.
You've been drugging her for a while, haven't you?
What kind of accusation is that? Of course not.
When Noah got sick and was hospitalized, some of her hormone levels were off the charts. The doctor said it was probably from taking too many supplements or something. But she's been taking extra care of her health since she got pregnant, so it couldn't be that. So I didn't know why, and after a week in the hospital, her numbers had settled down. It makes sense if you did something to her.
Are you going to blame me for everything? That's really terrible.
You didn't even pick up Noah from the hospital, right? You told me you would pick her up. If I had picked her up myself, none of this would have happened.
Okay, that's enough. No matter what you say now, Noah is gone. She gave birth to my grandchild. I'm all done with her.
Huh?
How's your baby? She's 8 months, so she's pretty premature. She's not handicapped or anything, is she?
You don't need to worry anymore.
Huh?
They passed away together after the accident. Noah and my baby girl tried their best, but they couldn't save them.
Huh? You've got to be kidding me. I don't care about Noah, but my grandchild? I told them to save the baby. Where's the doctor? I'll make sure they will be fired.
Suppose she'd been born. The doctor says there's a good chance she'd have some disability.
What? How can that be?
Because you have been giving her weird drugs.
What? My fault?
Of course it is.
But I only targeted Noah.
Noah was breathing in toxic fumes that made her dizzy. Do you really think that it won't affect the baby?
No way.
How can you not know that when you're a mother yourself? I can't believe it.
Hey, come on. Don't just blame me.
Of course, it's my fault for not noticing. If only I had noticed that you were bullying Noah, I could have protected Noah and my daughter.
Yes, it was your fault too, so don't blame me. Well, if she's handicapped, I didn't want her anyways. It would have been difficult to take care of her.
You've got to be kidding me. How can you say that?
Don't be mad at me. Think of something more pleasant. We will get some money from Noah's insurance. If you marry a young lady from a good family, we'll have grandchildren with good bloodlines. Besides, a woman like Noah doesn't deserve to be a part of our family. I'm glad they are both gone.
I'll never forgive you, Mom.
Well, I guess I better not go to the hospital then. I'll call the insurance company.
That's enough. No matter how hard it was, Noah endured it without a single whimper. I despise you for saying dirty words to Noah.
There's no need to be so angry.
I'll give you one last chance. Come to the hospital right now and apologize. Apologize to Noah and your grandchild for all the mistakes you've made.
No. They can't hear me anymore. You want me to apologize to ghosts?
If you can't do that, you get out of the house.
What? What? You don't talk to your mother like that.
I'm your husband, Henry.
You're at the hospital too?
Of course. My precious Noah's been in an accident. It's normal for you to rush over immediately. I've seen all the messages you've been sending. I've read all the horrible things you've said to her. I will never forgive you, no matter what.
Like I've told Alan, I was trying to educate Noah. I wanted her to become a good wife.
Don't be a fool. Noah took care of me like I was her real father. She always called me Dad. I can't believe I won't be able to hear her voice anymore. I'm so sad, I feel like I'm going to lose control.
You have me. I'm sure you are happy to get rid of her from our family tree.
There's nothing more I can say to you. Just leave now. If I see you again, I will kick you out.
Don't be so angry. When Alan finds a new wife, I won't be so strict with her.
Oh, so you were being strict with Noah. I'm divorcing you. Don't ever come home again.
What are you talking about? I can't believe you're divorcing me now. You're kidding, right?
Well, I'm serious. If you refuse, I'll take you to court.
Don't do that. If you divorce me, I'll be alone. How will I live with myself from now on?
You need to be punished like that. I hear every family has some kind of conflict, but yours has gone too far. You're the one who killed Noah.
Don't say that. I didn't do anything wrong. She took my precious son away from me. Alan was always close to me until he married Noah. How can I forgive her? Noah was not my family. She was my enemy who took away my precious son.
Please, let me go.
Alan?
Nothing is more important than people's lives. If I'm so important to you, you should understand how much Noah cared about the baby. I can't believe you did all this.
I'm sorry about that. I made a little mistake. We all make mistakes, don't we?
Don't put it so lightly. If I had realized it earlier, she might have survived. I can't regret it enough.
I am sorry. Tell your dad not to divorce me.
I refuse. I'm for the divorce too. Get out now. Get out of our sight forever.
Hey, don't say such horrible things to your mother. I'll be living on the streets if you kick me out. That's right. Give me half of that life insurance money. I'm entitled to it, right?
I'm the beneficiary of her policy, not giving you a penny of it.
What? I thought I was going to get that money. Fine. I'll go back to the house and take care of it before you guys do.
Don't be stupid. It's not going to work. I'll drag you out of this house and I'll kick you out. You will spend the rest of your life regretting what you have done. You will live in misery with your sins on your shoulders. Do you understand?
I'm sorry. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Please, don't say that. It won't happen again, I swear.
Even if you wanted to, you couldn't. Noah and my daughter are no longer in this world. If you want forgiveness, bring them both back to life.
That's impossible. I don't know what to do. I'm so sorry. Please don't leave me.
I refuse. I don't have a mom, that's all. When my father returned home from the hospital, my mother was there. He kicked her out of the house and the divorce settlement was finalized. My mother, who grew up in a wealthy family and married my father right after graduating from school, had never worked. She demanded life insurance money because she did not know how to get a job. I never gave her a penny from insurance or the money from the drunk driver. I used the money for Noah and my daughter's memorial service. I donated the rest to children without parents and children with disabilities. My mother started working part-time, but she didn't like being supervised by a younger boss. She repeatedly harassed her boss and was fired. If she doesn't like her younger boss, I don't think there is any place she can work. Well, I don't care what happens to my mother anymore. I'll regret not being able to save Noah and my daughter for the rest of my life. I can no longer do anything for them, but I hope that I can help by providing support to underprivileged children.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.